everybody, what's up? Okay, so tonight's video is going to be about finding love on a social network. Now come on, how many of you have really tried to do that? Because honestly, I think that crap can work, but then again, I think it also cannot work because finding love on a social network is a little tough. Because half the girls out there will lie to you and say that, oh yeah, I'm single, and then all of a sudden you're talking to them and then like a day later you see, oh, going out with my girlfriend, be back later. Yeah, see, I know some of you have made that face because that's why I find it a little weird thinking about you can actually find love on a social network. I mean, hey, I know some things happen, but then again, come on, be for real. I mean, maybe you could find love on a social network, you know, she's single, you're single, all that stuff. But then again, honestly, to be realistic, I don't think you really can. But just like, for example, an actual social network where you can go to find some people, like, for example, down E-Link. I don't know if any of you know it, but seriously, you can't find no dating on that type of social network. I mean, you probably can because I have in the past, but, just like seriously, I would really think to myself that the relationship that I have gained from social networks like that is just like a big no-no. Because obviously right now I'm single, so none of them have worked out the way I would really expect for them to. So I would just kind of think to myself like, yo, it could be possible that you can find love on a social network, but then again, it cannot. It has its pros and cons. It does. I guess it just depends on the way you look at it. Because the way I look at it is, if you do find love on a I'm about to say profile on a social network, it could work, but then again, it could not, because there could also be a lot of differences that you really don't know about, or then again, you can make a connection. Okay, so now the pros and cons of trying to find love on a social network. The pros are good, the cons are bad. Okay, so the pro is finding love on a social network is good. Well, it's okay, because then again, you just could meet somebody that you know you can go out with, and then who knows, you know, you might be together for a year or 2 years later, you may still be together. So you know what, that's kind of good. Okay, but then the con about trying to find love on a social network is girls girls do lie about being single, or lie about having like not many hoes, not about the drama, and there could be like a whole other side to them that you haven't seen, and you just be like ew, like I really don't really like what I'm seeing right now, and it kind of sucks big time. So yeah, just try to be careful with dealing with that on a social network. And another pro is I would say, I'm coming this on the top of my head, so I'm exactly being really honest about this. Pro could be, okay, I'll come back to that one. Another con is that she can live that lifestyle that may look like it's good, but then on the other side of it, you figure about that girl got like 15 holes on her dick, like trying to be like, oh yeah, baby, I love you, all this, that, and the other thing, and oh yeah, she don't want you, oh I fight her for you, and all that crap. Now come on, who want to deal with that crap? Nobody don't want to fucking deal with that book, especially over some damn social networking over somebody. Because if you know for a fact that you think you would possibly bump into somebody like that, which I kind of would, I just be like, little, whoa. No. Back up like 2 feet. Thank you. Yeah, no. Bye-bye. Just like, for example, okay. So, for the past month now, I've been getting on Twitter a lot. And I will put my Twitter at the end of my video. Okay. So, I've been getting on Twitter. And, a fact is that with Twitter, I mean, how much really can you find of somebody think you can really go out with somebody on Twitter? Come on. Do you really think you can find someone to go out to date with on Twitter? Because I really don't think so. Because when it comes to something like that, you really got to be careful and watch out, because people can be like who they say they're not. Like they could oh, you could have, this is the default picture, but then you could be like this, but then that's a whole other case when it comes to being on the internet and watching out for who you talk to. Or but then again, you can see that, oh well, they're a real person and shit like that, but then there's just a whole nother way of you having to get to know them. And then also going into another situation, how social networks can mess up relationships. Just like for the fact that, oh, you could have a girlfriend, you could be on Twitter, and girls could be like hitting up every day, like, oh, hey, babe, have a good day. Oh, what's up, boo? Like, you look good, I want to talk to you. Or not really come out like that, but you know, like, they be trying to be slick, they try to be smooth with it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little smooth myself. A little bit. I mean, but I try not to put Mac in nobody because I'm not like smooth like that. So the basic way I would come at a girl is be true. I'd be like, oh, hi, how are you? You know, like, if a girl can accept for the fact that I'm respectable, to say like, oh, hi, like, how are you doing? Instead of like, oh, hey, baby, what's good? And just try to talk to you just like that, like, then you kind of the girl that goes for the types that just be like, that like try to get that quick, like, get at you, and as soon as you blink, the relationship is over. Because honestly, I mean, you can be the girl that can be like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, how are you doing? Like, you could try to be like a little bit of both, you know, but if you say like, hey, what's up? Like, how are you doing? Then that's something good. I'd be like, oh, well, at least you said something respectful, and know, like, on top of that, she's taking the time out to talk to me, which is okay. But that is just kind of a little tricky to find out because it's a social network, so you kind of can't see who you're working with through the computer, so you kind of gotta like get a feel of how they are through the social network. Because if you see that they put up all this flirty shit on their thing and they flirting with like 5 different girls and like 5 different tweets and shit like that, it's just gonna be like, oh, so that's how you really are? Like, come on. Because there was one girl on Twitter, and yesterday we was talking for like, what, 20 minutes? And like, she was really cute. She was nice light skin. She was a femme, and she had light brown eyes. I was like, oh, she looks nice. And she put up on her status like, oh, looking for a girlfriend, or something like that. But you know, it wasn't as direct. So I was like, oh, you know, wait a minute, she is cute, so I could talk to her. So I comment back to her thing. I put a smiley face, and then she hit me up in my inbox on my direct messages, and I was like, oh, hey. She was like, oh shit, what's up? And I was like, hey, what's good? How are you? Sorry, I'm watching my wife and kids, as always, at this time. But, yeah, and then all of a sudden, I go back on my timeline, I don't know what, my timeline on Twitter, and then she's, like, flirting with some other girl. I'm just like, I don't know. I put up a status like, oh, I do pay attention to what girls say on here. And if you're going to try to talk to me and then talk to some, like, try to also flirt over, like, no. I mean, I know we're not together, but it's just like, if that's how you are, imagine how it would be when in a relationship, you know? It's like I put 2 and 2 together. Now, that's why half of the time I know for a fact that I'm single now is because I do put 2 and 2 together about people and what I see that they post from what they tell me. And if I see what you post from what you tell me, like 2 different things, I'm going to be like, yo, this is like 2 different things you said right here on Twitter, but then you saying this to my face. So it's like, one could be the truth and one could be a lie, one could be the lie, one could be the truth. Like, which one would it possibly be? But mostly, I kind of would believe what you would say from Twitter, because obviously what you say from Twitter, you're taking the time to post it, and you're saying exactly how you feel. And 10 to 1, that probably is exactly how you feel, and you just want to say to my face that, oh, I don't really feel like that. I'm just putting up on Twitter to put it up. You're basically trying to, like, lie to my face. And I've dealt with that, so it's just like, yo, I'm not really stupid. So why would I try to put myself in a situation where I know you're lying to my face? But you tell more truth on Twitter than you do actual to somebody's face. So that's why you kind of got to be careful with, like, dealing with dating and social networks, because 10 to 1, the girl, you could try to find a cute girl and you could also try to talk to her, and she'll be like, oh, she wouldn't want to talk to you, so all of a sudden she'll stop replying. I'd be like, okay, don't care. I mean, I've done it too. Just like one cute girl, I say one of my followers, which we do put oomph on Twitter. We put the number sign and put OOMF, which obviously is abbreviation for one of my followers. So when I do that, I'll be like, I am talking to one of my followers, but I'm not going to shout them out and say the name like that because I don't want to seem weird. So just like when I do that, I would just simply mean for my followers, like I said. Okay. So, but yeah, just like, where am I going? But yeah, just like, yeah, you gotta be careful with dating and dealing with the social networks and shit, because they can start from one way. It can start from one way, go to another, then you go here, then they go there, then boom, you're together, and all of a sudden, a blink, you're broken up. It's like, you gotta be careful with seeing who you choose on Twitter, for how people act on Twitter, for how they act in person. Like, there's so many different sides of it that it can be. Okay? There's two sides to every person. It's like, it's the way they want to act online, and it can be the way that they want to act in your face. But honestly, if I see how you act online and then how you act in my face could be two different things, I'd be like, yeah, I don't really know which way to believe, because like, you act this way on Twitter, but then in front of my face, you're acting like this. That's kind of two-faced, don't you think? Because you're acting like you're all, like, you hotter than Wiz Khalifa on Twitter, but then in front of my face, you just like a little different, don't you think? Because how I act right now is how I act on Twitter. If I want to say hi to girl, I'll say hi to her. But usually in person, okay, I would be a little shy. That might be the only difference. But that's never nothing bad to really work with. That's just regular. Any girl could be shy. I'm shy. But yeah. But, just yeah. But dealing with the whole situation between dating and social networking, trying to find girls like that could be a little tricky. So I would say, listen to everything that I just said in this 11-minute video and take it into consideration, okay? Because people do like to play games. People do like to talk shit, talk smack, spit game at you, but then they don't really mean it. Like 5 minutes later, you see they friend with some neck bitch. Like, damn, like, didn't you just fucking say that to me? And that happened to me on Down Ealing too. Like, one girl, I was posting like mad blogs about my poetry and everything like that. And one girl was like, oh, I like this, I like that. Like, she was replying back to all my things. And then one day I got on Twitter and she was saying that same shit to some other girl. So I was like, what? I'm like, I commented, I'm like, wow, that's crazy, because that's the same crap you pulled to me on my thing. And she talked like a little off, like she skipped words in her sentence, because she probably thought about them a lot. And then, you know, when you thinking about it a lot, you tend to say the words in your head, but you type it out, you think you're feeling it in, but you're really not. So it's like, no. But crazy how I remember that, because shit doesn't get by me easy, and I remember everything. So, just yeah. But that's my opinion on dealing with dating and trying to find someone on a social network, and I hope you like my video. So you can comment, subscribe, and inbox me, because I'm always sweet and I do love to give advice to people. And who knows what my next video might be. Because trust me, every topic I think about that I do on here, I do think about it at first, and then I do post it on here. So, yeah. Okay? Well, I hope you have a good night, and also a safe weekend, because, you know, tomorrow is Friday, and I know I'm going to have a fun weekend too. So, yeah. Goodbye, people. That's all. Oh, wait. Sorry. Okay, bye.